Welcome to Tidbit Talkin. This is a series that consists of spewing out assorted thoughts which arose from somebody who thinks too much, taking in, and generally loving various entertainment media by the boatload. These tidbits may be little theories, observations, or simply jokes. Please bear in mind that all these ideas come from the perspective of somebody who's experienced every main story bit connected with whatever is currently being gone over. So spoilers will be here. However, other works set in a shared continuity will typically solely be referenced in a way that only makes sense to anybody who's also fully experienced those ones up until their same time occurring points. Sort of a coded nod kind of deal. Now, with all of that out of the way, here we go. The advanced version of Super Mario World's events likely takes place in yet another alternate universe that everybody's favorite plumbers reached by clearing all those post-special completion obstacles, the likes of which probably included a set of secret areas that were even more special. Dragon coins being kept track of this time around might stem from some sort of sweepstakes or whatever that involves collecting certain casino-manufactured trinkets in order to enter. These prize potential providing pretty pieces would have been marked with some special contest representing symbols, unlike their SNES SMW counterparts, which were mere VIP token deals. These extravagant emblem-enriched change chunks would take a bit more time to manufacture than their core construct-contained counterparts, specifically an amount of hours that meant one less per level was present in many cases. As for why a few areas held more magnificently marked moolah than before, that would be because this particular reality housed greater amounts of regular gamblers in those places. Those pendulum woodblock platforms may be the result of experimentation with building Switch Palace-sized timekeepers. Yoshi now puking, pokey parts, and other stuff when being ridden by Luigi might involve this realm's renditions of many species sporting sorta strange stats that somehow make their digestive process produce sense, exclusively tolerable to him after a good saliva basting. Power pajamas provide plumbers with a bit of added defense this time around. Maybe traveling across two different universes provided Mario and Luigi with greater mystical might that granted them the ability to absorb some of the magical energy from fire flowers and whatnot in a way which results in retaining bigness after getting clobbered. Bro bouncing between barrier backs isn't a thing. This likely has something to do with the not front sides being home to poorer lighting or whatever. Of course, the peerless princess protectors won't fling fence-facing fireballs because doing so risks traversal option disabling melt-related hijinks. This strangely solo stone may have been part of a billboard or other over-the-top advertisement for a certain all-consuming species casino that got destroyed by some tourism-troubled toads in protest. The speculative symbol strike saturated super support supplier's speed seems slightly different this time around. Maybe the Yoshis of this dimension deemed a slower version of the hit-centered question mark game too easy after nearly every customer won perfect victories for 11 years or whatever. Coin count calculating crazy clumps could be the centerpiece of some sort of goody grab grandstanding game show or what have you that only made it past the pilot stage in this particular universe. The birds that get released upon its completion would be located in a cage that got opened by somebody backstage whenever a contestant performed flawlessly. Triple tick-toting tri-tallies turn up this time around. That might have something to do with the new reality 1-up mushroom shrinking when touching main universe resident skinly oils and whatnot. Yoshi's bounce off ludicrous legwork loosing leaves instead of getting all odd trajectory placed because the shrink level required for plumbers hanging onto them while sideways via tight thigh squeezing would cause Goomba death resembling crush crises. The fear of said situation grants them an adrenaline boost that makes fancy super jumping possible. Plump penny pile pelting property punching probably involves Luigi's familiarity with extra swanky houses, granting him the magical ability to occasionally generate change chunks that resemble what would be found in rich folks' couch cushions. Feather finding only comes about after foot-formed flyer fatalities because the magical artifact only deems those willing to perform air aerial maneuvers worthy of utilizing its power. Shell snacking soups up Yoshi growth to a degree that equals munching on total tricky turtle. This would be because Koopa Troopa magic is primarily stored in the back shield things, since their tender underflesh can't withstand supernatural forces any better than physical ones. Superstars and other adult agitating entrees are easily consumed by baby big belly beasts because their supernatural stomach stuff isn't commanded by a brain that understands the joys of slowly savoring meals. Thus, it doesn't hold back with breaking down related bits. Advance's additional haven't we met somewhere before base block lab bunk involves places near areas with particularly potent peculiar power piles, like certain secret locations, giving even undead folks multiverse survey enabling psychic abilities on occasion. Top secret area adopts a face this time around, specifically one that blushes somehow. This is likely the result of it being possessed by a big boo, an event which doesn't happen in other versions because ghosts didn't discover dimensional diving until Mario and Luigi went through special. Coincidences are wonderful. Koopa castles can contain coinage catapulting crevices because the gambling device manufacturing companies need nice, isolated, and fortified places for their testing sites. Mario and Luigi won't pursue paths from the Star Road originating ends because all those slopey surfaces spread throughout Dinosaur Land ain't so easily traversed from certain angles. Those diagonal pipe cannons could have been built by poachers for the horrifying sport of blue Yoshi hunting. Dolphin digestion drops in this time around because the flippers found in Advanced Universe are irredeemably evil in every part of Mushroom World. The vanilla secrets above and near Butter Bridge may have been where Bowser's troops arrived via airship originating parachute leaping. Ludwig, who's normally situated in fortresses closer to the Koopa King, is up there surveying everything and planning out decisive strikes or whatever. Apparently abandoned allies achieving an astonishing additional appearance after alternate area annihilation accessing almost assuredly an advance allowed action. Anyway, Yoshi probably ran through that keyhole exit really quick because the caves in this valley smell too funny to endure alone. Yoshi yanking treats through pipes probably involves his magically mighty tongue juices quickly digesting all that metal and it immediately regenerating afterwards. Considering that these terrific tubes are Mushroom World's main movement method, it makes sense if they were enchanted with self-repair providing mystical hoopla. Those green springboard deals would have been created by red-shelled Koopas to help protect their leaf-colored brethren from facing full forward footwork formed fatalities. The matching color scheme is a gesture of love. The dragon coins adorning the sky bonus areas are likely counterfeits made by immoral hunting folk for the purpose of acting as shiny, distracting bait deals. Hence their preposterous quantities. After that airship failed at gravity-defying capability following some captive dinos snacking on propellers, the thing would have lost regular boat float potential when some malfunctioning torpedoed heads caused irreparable hull damage. The supernatural soil of that aforementioned possessed hidden location likely spread throughout this dimension's dinosaur land and granted apples widely varied magical production capabilities. Red, blue, and yellow Yoshis roam Raptor Realm in advance, following first hatches at their alight abode. That second strike survival supplying sturdiness sporting Super Swag's meteor magic might also include the ability to absorb supernatural scent sort of stuff and apply it atop whatever is capable of taking it in. Ludwig learned lip-locked lava lobbing before any other Koopaling because being near all those flame-flinging flora and pipe maze inspired him to practice the maneuver with great intensity. Blink-barred back barrier boasting biddy-built baddies' inability to drop feathery fun likely involves them being so adept at airborne athletics that they automatically pull each little cave-creating magical nutrient into their cells permanently after flying for just a little bit. Yoshi can't consume cloudy crap because his saliva interrupts the water vapor sculpting magic supernatural equilibrium. Descent delivered dude-driving dude deaths don't dish out fluffy flying fun for fire flower fond freedom fighters. This very well could be the result of trembling Lakitus pushing too much amazingly altered air around after their devilishly damaged domes determine death is coming for them incredibly soon. Yoshis can of course stomach swallowing babam because their innards are perfectly capable of storing intense heat levels. death-defying dragons downing dolphins deliriously quick might be caused by the things wearing magical snorkels that enhance Mario and Luigi's dinosaur friends' already amazing supernatural stomach for some reason. Chocolate Island 5's little spiny storage spaces might be where the Lakitus raise and breed them. Exclusively eating edibles enclosed within transparent tool tombs might have something to do with Yoshi's getting so excited when they see snacks displayed in such fancy manners that their already ludicrously powerful mystical digestive systems become even more physics rebellion capable. Plumbers pipe plunge into ghastly galleons rather than swimming all the way down because there are too many giant bloopers in those waters. The Yoshis installed that transport tube because they don't want to terrify tourists by demonstrating their true dining potential. Larry, who was the first combated Koopa Commander kid in Super Mario Bros. 3, is placed near Bowser's big base this time around just in case somebody uses those mini pipes or other shortcuts and starts out by invading valley places directly. Yoshis aren't too fond of eating whatever these chucks are digging up because it's really hot. The tears that trickle down Bowser's clown car are just squirted bits from windshield wiper-like things, which he accidentally activates after flinching from faux fighting. Replaying castles and fortresses in the original involves baddie battling bros sharpening their skills via meditation-induced trial repeating. Going again in advance is just stuff getting rebuilt because everybody in this world Dinosaur Land has really good homeowners insurance. This particular universe has better magical defenses than the SNES one, hence why egotistical alternate versions of Mario and Luigi can only sneak in and fill it with narcissistic tribute trinkets following absolutely every area's bizarre brigade getting stomped. Peach coins show up once all the dragon ones get collected because hearing about Mario and Luigi's Dinosaur Land adventures in such detail inspired her to buy out its businesses. The Super Siblings can now teleport throughout Dinosaur Land at will because using two different versions of Star Road so often has let them access said place's power when a few miles away from its gateways. This ethereal exercise-enabled extreme exploration has a side effect though, that being magical energy spills out from excessive use and mutates even more enemies in the Fall World. Endings are a pain, but all of you are fantastic. See ya.